Welcome back to a new video. So in this workout, I worked on some power snatches, some power clean and push press, and some back squats. The main focus of this workout was the back squats. If you remember from previous workouts, I started the workout with back squats and I went up to a heavy single and did some drop sets. On this one, I wanted to do some work before, so I tried to get some productive work in with the power snatches and the power cleans and push presses. I think that was a 95 that I just did there. I wasn't sure looking back, and I was too lazy to actually verify that with my notes, but I tried to do this power with 105 and I was actually really happy with the technique. As you notice, I get pushed down, but that's ideally how I would miss powers, because that's a goal with snatches is to work on timing. So that's always a good indicator if you try to do a power snatch and then it pushes you down. Just like the same thing with cleans. It's not necessarily good to do if you're trying to like go to a max and like, you know, just power until it pushes you down. But if you're working on powers and you quote unquote miss a power by it pushing you into full depth, that is the ideal way to quote unquote miss a power. But push presses, again, just taking big jumps on both the snatch and clean jerk, because the focus was on the back squats, but I wanted to get some work in before to kind of challenge the squat workout. Because when I did this workout earlier in the week, I started out with squats. I was able to go up to 205. I was able to do some drop sets, and I wanted to do some weightlifting work, of course, because I'm a weightlifter and I like doing the movements. But I wanted to see how my squats would respond to almost pre-fatiguing a little bit, but just getting other work in. So after this push press that I missed here at 130, I worked up to 205 again, and it was, I think, more difficult than the last time, but it still didn't move too bad. I think their squats are moving well with the heavier weights. Later this week, I actually missed a 210. Or later, yeah, it was later this training week, I missed a 210, so I definitely don't have a lot more than 205, which is weird, but if I'm fresh, I think I have it, and it's just weird because it feels like my squats are feeling strong, but just like when I get to that top end strength, it's just not there. So trying to do some little things, and you'll see in one of the future workouts, I did some like quarter squats for like jerk dip squats, I guess they're called. I did some of those, and I think that will actually be a really good movement, not just for the jerk, but for like my hips and knee tendons, and like just a good kind of assistant exercises for squats, even as strange as that may sound. Not really very deep ones, but just kind of like partials, you know, jerk dip squats. But after I did that 205, you see here I did a set of 10, which the last time when I did the drop set, I only did a set of 5, so I was able to increase the volume on that, and the set of 10 felt pretty easy. The big reason I don't try to do like multiple sets of 10 is that I start to pitch over a little bit, and then my back gets more of the work than my legs. If I'm doing like a set of 10 with a light weight, then I'm able to really focus on my quads. And then I went up to 152, which I believe the last time I went to 143, so I was able to increase that as well. And these are feeling pretty easy, and the next time I did a workout like this, I was actually able to increase the drop sets a little bit. There isn't really a specific number I want to get to on the drop sets. I just kind of want to push the amount of reps I'm able to do slash the weight on them as much as I can, and kind of just do like that 120 is more of like a warm-up for these 152, but I would like to be able to start with a heavier weight on the drop sets, so maybe like 140 or 150, and then do like a set of 10 there, and then kind of just continue to build that base. And that's one of the things I'm kind of noticing with my squats is that they are building. It's not as rapidly as I want, but I'm also not only doing squats, because that's one of the things that I'm harder on myself than I need to be when I train, is I try to improve kind of everything holistically, and I don't just lift super light in the classic lifts just to improve squats. I kind of try to improve everything because I think it's more fun to train like that, and I think for most people it's probably the most optimal way to train. You shouldn't just focus on one thing. You should kind of just holistically train and then just try to get better, each time you're doing different things. But it's a somewhat of a slow process, but I'm building the strength back, and my legs are feeling good. The big positives, I don't have any sort of discomfort in my hip or my back or anything, so a lot of that discomfort's going away. A lot of the the soreness or quote unquote pain that I have is more just normal lifting, like quad tendons, normal stuff, but nothing that's really limiting me, which is nice because I'm able to kind of just push more aggressively when I'm doing these squat workouts, which is of course will lead to better results if I'm able to work harder at them. So I'm hoping to continue to build. I still kind of have my eyes on that November competition, the beginning of November, just for that local competition, but I really do need to get a lot stronger before then, or at least get back to where my squat was before, and consistently doing like a 220 to 225 back squat, and then doing more than 180 in the front squat would also be ideal. but right now I'm focusing more on the back squat than the front squat, because they obviously correlate pretty strongly, but just gotta get stronger. That's the big thing right now. You know, I obviously want to lift heavy in the classics, but you gotta have strong legs to be able to do that. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.